Good morning, folks. It's 9:24 a.m. on 25th day, 4th month, 2023. What I'm looking at here is what's coming here at the beginning of next month. It was going over how this storm is going to progress as it brings this cold from the south into this tendril from the tropics. It's not going to go well for New Zealand. This is going to be a dangerous event. It's going to come across you guys on the 4th. Really, really bad. Well, that's going to be the 5th year time. You're setting up for a rough time. I'm just going to go straight to the punch on this one here, and it is a punch. That's the Wakatani region here, or the Rotorua. How do you pronounce this? Right here, right on here. You guys got a lot of totals coming in. The tendril comes in across like this, and it's going to flood this place out. It's going to flood it out bad, and yeah, get ready. That's all I can say about that. And it's coming. I told you when I said expect those totals to rise, because I've seen them move. I've seen the river shifting already, and it's only one way that's going to go. And it looks like the low is going to come to this side, up and through here, and it's going to save part of your island. But it's not good for here, because as this rotates in, it's pulling that tendril down and under itself like this as it comes across here, coming around the beginning of the month, very near the end of this one. And so what I'll do now is I'm just going to roll through this country's eminent fuckery just to get this showing. Oh, it's very, very windy, very, very windy. A little bit of a doldrum here. This is where the bait fish will be hanging out. Ooh, with a big line coming from Antarctica to do the whammo. Let's see if we can get you more on screen there. Bad day, bad day. That's your next 36 hours. Right, and then you got time off. Time. And then comes the next batch. Coming here around 29. Whammo. You see it come for the tropics? That's what this is, the fuck. This is the fuck, and there's nowhere for it to go because of the pressures between the two storms. Got a high lock in it. So she's going to sit here and she's going to pump moisture down over the top of you here for about a week. Huh? Yeah, variousnesses of this storm is not good. You see that's coming from Australia? Yeah. But that's going to add to your woes. It's going to make this a very long, sustained event. So get your wellies ready. Get your raincoat wiped and washed. You don't want to have a case of artemisia working around. Halitosis and artemisia. Yeah, that's never a good thing. Yeah, and then the volatility lines is right along here. And the dynamics of the flow through the strait itself is going to cause a lot of problems around that day there. And Tuesday the 2nd in the afternoon, Nelson's going to get a swath. According to this graph here, I think they're going to get a bit more than they're being told. Because if I got all these tendrils coming in on this way, I don't think the Kiwi head's going to take it over here as much as they say. A lot's going to drop when the wind shifts. And we'll watch this very carefully. We have to. Where the chem bombs fly, the rain totals will rise. And so we have to keep an eye on so many factors as that high just is not going away. And to have a high of 100, of 1043, this time of year in that ocean is going to take microwaves to do. So we'll be predicted a big beaming event or a solar mass ejection to keep that heated. Yeah, they'll say it's that, but that's an excuse in solar minimum that doesn't wash with me when it happens too often. It's statistically impossible. And as I headed in toward the 4th, this is going to be a rough day. But you surfers should be enjoying it. Don't miss your moment there. But don't go walking around with a lightning rod in your hand either. Right? Golf clubs, certain umbrella activities are not always the wisest thing to go on. And that's what your week is looking like. And that's a setup for more long sustained rains. This ain't going nowhere anytime quick. So expect, I'd be saying within the next, I'd have to say within the next 3 week time, you're going to see about a half a meter of rain at this island. Yes, I said a half a meter. I know what I'm talking, what it is. It is nothing on that day, huh? That's what you want to see sometimes, but you don't want that. You don't want this whole tendril coming down on these mountains into these rivers because they're going to run. and they're gonna run towards toward this town here, and they're gonna make to Makatoy, whatever. They're gonna be puking up there. The vomitational weather for the puke there. Yeah, they're waiting on the tango there, the tangy, and the wangy tangy, wango tang, the puke highway. Bit of congestion, relieved. You're gonna be, there's gonna be, wait, if you get a broom out there, you can clean the roads really, really well. Looks like you guys need a Freedom Junction over here. Have they proposed something super duper over here near the Puke Golf Course? It's gonna be a bit wet over there with you. I know it would probably pronounced different, but if I could say puke, I'm just reading English. Yeah, the old puke highway. No, it's you puking on your hiney. Yeah, Pokahini Beach. Ooh, Wahine Bay. That sounds like a more better place to me. But I digress. Hey, Walton's Mountain. Gonna be a bit wet over here. I did see the word Walton briefly. Oh, you got an airport over here. Yeah, you might need some freedom at the aerodrome. Ooh, you're in a flat area there too. What? Move your stuff. Get it up in the air. And your tools might still be there. God, that's a lot. Oof. And then a river ran through it. Where? Everywhere. The land of the long white rapids. Well, no, this is just not a good situation folding for you guys at all. There's some of these totals because it's up in the mountains, so this is going to go hello downstream. So you can get a kayak over here and go yee hockey yacky and all the way out to Calling Woods here coming up. Oof, this area is really going to cap it again and again. And so let's have a quick hep now as we go across into the Polynesian Islands. Again, the tendrilization of these little islands that demises is continuous. A big diversion in the river of moisture occurred over here. Yeah, abnormal weather. See, you're crapping it. How about this island here along that coast? Oh, constant as they're moving these storms here, butts up against it, and they drive it straight over Antarctica. Straight over the top. And it's going to come out the other side as we look. What a fucking shame. They're so good at manipulating us, our weather, profit margins, dollar signs, and chem-bams are definitely going to own that show. So let's look down south there and see some of the inundations that they're talking about. I'm not buying that total. It's going to be higher than that. I'm going to stick with what I said before. You're looking at about 15 centimeters along this corridor. The isolated spot down here is going to get closer to 18. The Sydney area and Gong area, I'm sorry, I ain't buying that. It's going to be higher. You're looking 10 cents and 8 centimeters, 10 down this way, 8 towards this way. Every bit of it. What are they calling? I say about 10. I don't always go with what is told. Matter of fact, if I went with what is told, you would have as inaccurate forecast as Fizzler's List in the WAG method. Hey, Ken. Yeah, you're getting a bit of a show going on. They're saying they're going to pinpoint something with accuracy right along the line of this river. And we're on the Daintree. Daintree? And Wanawanga Beach. That's for Star Wars fans. You got Wanga. Te Wanawanga. They say life's a beach, man. But they keep this up. That beach is going to be farther inland than it was. Erosion. Fuck, you still got a lot more to come there in this valley. I know you had some last night because I checked your cam. Ooh, a lot of volatility there in that wall cloud coming down. You see that going by there? Over at the meadow over here. Oh, that's the airport. That's Mount Bartel in the distance you can't see. A lot of volatility here on this cumulus cloud on the low deck. But a very square edge to the cumulus cloud, so it's being formed in a microwave matrix that has an interference pattern in it. Let's see what other shots we got. It was very dramatic. You can see in the distance now, Broken Nose. That's a mountain they decided not to label. Like it's not important. Bit of a vapor going up from the mountain there. Or a cloud marching over in the distance. See if we see any obviousnesses here. Boom, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up in the top. Easy to see. Easy to see. Nothing to see here, folks. Sheepy weepy doos there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star that one. Demi, bomb, bomb, bomb. They love you so you're screwed. Every day they love you so much. It's the government scam because they're too busy watching lies to open up your mind to make a world that's good. Who could lock you up tomorrow, take away your dreams, hit you with some EMF until you want to scream. Psst, government. Yes, the government scam. Or we go about my Esperance, we get a kicking of a great big old line. It comes on down a little bit as it races towards Sedona. And the chem bombs will proceed to front of the line of this storm with a sickness mix to wick up the moisture into the air and put the chemicals needed for the EMF. And as we impact Adelaide, the Barossa Valley, and over where the wine is, not too good for the stocks. Not too good at all. As we're going to race on down, Tassie's going to get a little bit of a smack here as she races by. Whammo! And the new low forms. We'll do a double jump. Did you see that? It went from there to there. Here's your line. Here's your line. Wham. That's when things get interesting. For the southern coast of Australia over there, Sydney area, this is where you get interesting because you got a tendril to pull. Will they do an EMF sweep like a wiper? Yes. So we'll expect the beam line to hold the back side of this very firmly in place, whether they use localized NexRad or a super blasty device like the Tiger here, or it would be blast from here or there, and they got so many devices that the most likely subject is going to be Alice, is the biggest device in here in Melbourne, shooting straight up. And Burnt Pine is just holding the low, because they got lots of weather devices there that they could hold the low with. Oh man, Sunday Island, catching it all week long. It is not the kind of Sunday with the nuts on tap. It's the kind of Sundays that the nuts create that are coming your way. Oh, that's going to be an interesting day for the Brisbane corridor up there through Agnes Water. Ignatius. Yeah, you get a bit of a flow for the tropics. It's going to drive a lot of moisture in there, and then a whammo! Looking at a not so pleasant Monday night, late, very early Monday morning your time. So what this is about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, Harvey Bay time. They don't have the daylight saving time here. They realize you can't save the daylight. They're trying to block it. Every day is daylight, no light time. Going too far. And then you get another line coming through, and it's a smackaroo day for New Zealand. That's a very bad moment. So you're going to be careful. You're going to be vigilant. You're going to be here to make comments a year from now because you stayed vigilant. And well, God, that's bad. Bad. Geoengineering kills, and chem bombs suck. And if you don't believe the chem bombs suck, take a look at this. Who wants it first? Fiji. Have it. Boom, 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 boom. Go your plumes. Let's do the little stop action here. Stop. They need to stop that. All right. Here's 4 hours worth of cheminations over here near, that's Vanuatu right here near the Schnazola. Cha-da-da-cha. The proboscis monkey nose. If the government was an island, that would be it, sticking his nose in your business. Look at these bombs over here, pluming out. In a very predictable pattern. One came along here, he's got the crosses going across it. Crushes crushing it. That was 4 hours. 10 minute jump there. 10. Pay a 10. Sean. Chem bombs suck. They're being deployed in the sky right before your eyes. I can come right on down here to this big old swath of sickness mix going across the ocean. It's going to fall out into the wall deck, get closer to the nostrils of living things. Boom. 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 Not dissipating. Boom. 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 Boom! Go to plumes, and away goes the sunny day for all life down there. All that poor whales not getting very healthy things that are eating things that it needs to eat. Right? Plankton. Photosynthesizing creatures might have something to say to us on Judgment Day, because I have a feeling their voice will not be so small, because we think we're so big. Imagine if plankton decided the fate of a planet. How would you feel about that? Would your house be covered in mold? Would you have slimy trees like algae if a newt decided it didn't want to live under the rock but wanted those conditions everywhere? What a shame. Look at that chem bomb here between Yunta and Claire. See it? See the deployment here? Stream right now. Men boom boom boom, but a mild door and that's so good like mungo beans. Look at this crap out here in the sea. Boom 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 went the plume right here. That is just the most obvious thing you ever seen in your life. It's square. What we got Quetzalcoatl coming down here. Says, who am I? We got one of them things being emulated. What's this here? The manta ray. Into what formation we get here? Into the fucked up cloud formation with the Cambomination in the center, coming to visit Kevstrayer. Where people are so busy Anzacing it up, they don't see that they have been attacked again on Anzac Day itself, and freedoms have been taken away. They've been taxified. They were given rainy mornings to celebrate. They were given no freedom. You were chemically attacked, Australia, and Anzac Day. What a fucking shame. Great Barrier Reef attacked. Chemical attack. Right here, look at you see the swastika? Why don't they just wave it in our face and get it over with? And then the children enforce the law. That was never the law until the children enforced it. Yeah, you better toughen your skin. I don't think it'll withstand the boot or the lockstep that is stepping faster. Quick time, men. Well, I'll tell you what, self-defense is a right of every creature on this planet. And as I look down here at the very obvious, non-circular, stop sign looking, what in the fuck, I know that geoengineering is going on. And that this is not round, and it's being fueled with chem bombs. See the square edges of it? It's not naturally occurring cloud formation. We got 3 of them that went over on a top deck that this spun into. So it falls out on it. 1, 2, 3 right there. Is this what hurricanes and cyclones looked like when you were a kid? Not when I was. Didn't look like this. See that other one just right there? Between that gap. Close that gap. You have to keep it looking like that on radar. So when they show it to you, say, look, we got a return. Look, we get a radar return from it. I'm going to go satellite. Look, we get a return. All right, let's have a quick look at some of the nastinesses. But it's out in the ocean, so that's not really affected your house very much. But it's the house of the fish. It's the house with the eternal rising sun, the ocean. The sun always rises over the ocean and sets over the ocean at all times. And look at this EMF. It's like a tire track. Like an absolute tire track over the top, you guys. That ought to show up real well here. Just big microwave blasted. And all that stuff from down here that's blowing up down here is coming in over the land and going over Perth, the Bridgetown, Esperance. All this toxic crap. All to control the weather, to control the commodities, to control the food supplies, to poison the water. So you have to purchase it from somebody. That they took it from you to sell it back to you. That's like stealing your stereo and making you buy it back. What a fucking shame. And they're stealing our dreams and selling them back to you like it was their idea. Well, you know what? The idea of blacking the sun will not go on my watch, unspoken against. And for all the creatures under the sun, we have to just say no to some things. And it's one we have to say no to is the Paris Agreement. It's disagreeable in tax amounts, it's disagreeable in toxification, it's disagreeable for the main fact that they're not sure what it will do or its outcome. It's about as round as they could get it. And you look into the center of that circulation I just had, it's nothing but a shitstorm mess of chem bombs. All of this is fueled by the chem bombs. Chem bomb. See the centering points? That's not a natural flow. It's a garbage cup, that is. It's a bin bag of testicular crap. See the big T? It's not normal. Or is somebody signing their name to this storm? GTO. Is what a shame. How many sixes can you make? And the number of the beast could well be a storm. Flying demon face. Chem bombs on the low deck here. Streamer and I. Of course, it's not the type of weather you see. And the shit that was going across your country here is nothing short of a crime scene on the from desert to shoreline. Look at that crap. Look at these chem bombs that are just streaming. Absolutely trucking along the upper atmosphere. It's going to be whipping dust up, and then that stuff attaches to the dust. And then it's up your nose. Sickness mix, blurred out, edited out of the feed so you can't see properly. But you ain't hiding that lie in the sky. Boom, 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 boom. Something came along in a line and deployed something. There's nucleating cloud condensates. And this is the sickness which is streaming over those poor innocent folks that done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong at all to deserve a chemical attack on all days to pick to do it. Anzac Day. They poisoned the skies of Australia. Is this what your grandfather ran out a machine gun at the behest of an oppressor with a whistle for? But the same people are in charge now. And they got you running gung-ho right off the end of a very bad existence that's coming. You know, when they ask you to take a long walk off a short pier, I think it's time for such people like that to disappear. And such people that are called themselves peers that seem to disappear when the litigation comes in as unacceptable. I zoom in, I catch these chem bombs here. Boom, 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 right in a line. These ain't your cumulus clouds. They're way up on the wrong type of cloud deck to be doing that. Look at these chemtrails over the far north. Over this fishery. Streamering off. Falling out. Causing malaise with this haze over the Great Barrier Reef. Look what we've done to their home. Look what they did to your home. This is our home, man. This is where we live. This is our home. No, it's a swamp. Because we'll allow it to be that way. It's a shitstorm of dust and chem and crap. That'll be headed from Africa up toward Izmir to be bothering people's lungs over there or over here at Herculean and Crete. Look at the chem bombs here. This shit coming over Spain, out into the Mediterranean Sea. Those are chemtrails. You having a nice holiday? And look what you did on your way over. But you didn't do this. I went down with a jet plane. You didn't do that. You didn't turn on the microwave fryer. God love my planet. We gotta unfuck this shit because we're fucking everything.